done with me, had enough of me. Try to let it suffocate, but we both know that your company's overdue. Overdue, how do I get over you? Thought I did what I was supposed to do. I'm always left feeling so confused, but these days it doesn't even matter if they miss me. But I still wonder if you think of me, did you forget me? Maybe take a sip for me, let's get you tipsy. You could be my scotch on the rocks, I'm your whiskey. Can we do it quickly? Cause I got plans every other day this week. Yes, I've been busy, my schedule is filled up with hella events. Make up your mind, girl, you've been on the fence. I said I'd be there for whatever was next. Just to get back, we'd be better as friends, girl, we strangers. Only thing we are now is strangers. All I see is strangers, yeah. I can't be the one to blame, I cannot entertain it.
What's going on, Nerd Nation? It's your boy Chris back with another Nerds at 9. Y'all know what it is. It's been a huge day. NFL news just going crazy. Quarterback news. We got receiver news. Talk about the Cowboys a little bit. There was even some NBA stuff that I wanted to talk about, but I probably won't be able to get to it today. Just want to go through all these NFL moves that happened. Probably get back to the NBA. Well, not tomorrow. No more Wednesday episodes, but Thursday. Probably talk some NBA if we got some time. I expect some more NFL moves to happen. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But before we do that, just want to first shout out Breck Creation as always. Let me use his music, background, set a little vibe for us while we do these episodes. But yeah, as you guys know, the song title is always on the side here. If you like the vibe, give them a follow. But other than that, like this video, subscribe, more content like this, Nerds at 9. I'll be on here talking sports. Trying to get some guests on here soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I might as well just get into it. You guys probably already heard by now, but Aaron Rodgers announced he's returning to Green Bay. Davante Adams gets the franchise tag from Green Bay, so going to be, running it back in Green Bay again. It looks like obviously they're going to have to, shuffle around salaries, but you know how they do it with bonuses and all those kind of things. They'll be able to get the guys that they want to get back. Starting with those two, it's reported Aaron Rodgers is going to make, record-breaking money. I don't actually have the exact numbers here, but I think it was somewhere in the ballpark, 3 years. I think 153 million guaranteed or something. So like over 50 million a year. Obviously, you can make more than that, even with incentives and stuff. So huge news there. But I thought, I just wanted to talk about that first because I feel like it kind of like was domino effect. Maybe the Broncos were waiting on Aaron Rodgers, but obviously he went back to Green Bay, and then the Broncos traded for Russell Wilson, Super Bowl winning Pro Bowl quarterback from the Seattle Seahawks. The Broncos get Russell Wilson and a 4th-round pick this year, and they gave up a lot here, so bear with me. Drew Lock, quarterback, tight end Noah Fant. They gave it away. Defensive lineman Shelby Harris, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a 5th-round pick. So 5 draft picks, 3 players, and they get Russell Wilson in a 4th. So huge deal. Obviously, Russell Wilson going to Denver. He's going to get to play with Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy. Who's the other guy? I'm forgetting. Tim Patrick, who's a solid receiver. Obviously, they gave away Noah Fant, who is a solid tight end. But, yeah, we'll see what they do. They don't really have that many picks now after this, obviously. But anytime you can get a starting caliber quarterback, a franchise-type quarterback who's proven, like Russell Wilson, he did have a down season last year. And I know he's, I think, 33 or 34 years old. So I know he had a down year, but he's still a proven veteran commodity. You know, his down year, I would still take that over a lot of, you know, average quarterbacks. I mean, he started off pretty well, or pretty good, I should say. So I think the Broncos are getting a good deal here. The Seahawks, on the other hand, I think they're getting a pretty solid package back. I don't really believe in Drew Lock, so I mean, I have no faith in him. They're still gonna have to find a quarterback now. Noah Fant, I think, solid tight end. Shelby Harris, solid defensive lineman. But the picks, getting the 9th pick in the draft this year, and the Broncos pick next year, along with, you know, their second round pick this year, which is 40th overall. So, you know, that's a top 10 pick in the second round. You know, that's almost like a late first round pick. You know, hopefully for their sake they can hit on that. I know they had traded away picks a few years back to get Jamal Adams, so they've been lacking for picks. I think they had their own first round pick this year. I might be mistaken there, but at least they got the 9th pick now. 5 overall picks acquired back. So huge deal. I think they're kind of sets the precedent, you know, for maybe Deshaun Watson, if he can work out his legal resolutions. Maybe, you know, that it seems like that's, you know, 5 picks, 3 players. That seems like what it's going to cost. So, you know, as far as the Broncos, obviously, you know, they're going to have high expectations now. They had a solid defense last year. They have the good receivers, like I mentioned. They drafted Javonte Williams last year, the running back, in 2nd round. He was pretty solid. They also, Melvin Gordon was solid. I don't know if he's going to be coming back, but they got a solid team. So I don't know what, you know, you guys are expecting from the Broncos, but that's going to be a jam-packed division with the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos now, and the Raiders. Derek Carr is the worst quarterback in that division. I think that's pretty clear. But Derek Carr is not even bad. Like, I would say he's above average. So they have 3 really good quarterbacks in the division, 1 above average quarterback. So yeah, you guys can let me know right now, you know, what you guys are thinking of who is going to win that division. Really, I still think the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, I would probably take them as the favorites. But yeah, any of those guys, Justin Herbert, now Russell Wilson, hey, Derek Carr, if they put the right team around him, you know, he's proven that he can win games. So this is huge news. Like I said, Russell Wilson, I was hoping, you know, my Washington Commanders, pointed the wrong way again, but Washington Commanders could get him. Obviously not happening there, so kind of devastated. It's been a tough couple days. Obviously, Towson lost in the Colonial tournament yesterday. Russell Wilson, he's not coming to my team, and we need a quarterback, so not a good day for Chris's sports teams, or not a good, I should say, 24 hours, because it did happen 24-hour span. So yeah, moving on, there was some other news that I thought was pretty big. Chris Godwin got the franchise tag from Tampa. I think that's his 2nd franchise tag, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going to be making like $19 million this year. Good for him, I guess. Obviously, I know he was probably looking for that long-term contract, but he's coming back. Obviously, Tom Brady retired, so it doesn't look like he's coming back, at least to the Bucs. I know there's been some speculation he's trying to play for the 49ers. That's whole other news. I can do a whole, you know, little episode on that at some point, because I think Tom Brady might come back, but not for the Bucs. Chris Godwin's going to be there. I don't know whose quarterback's going to be. Mike Evans still going to be there. We'll see. I'm not sure what the Bucs are going to be like this year. I have to see how the draft goes and everything like that. But other wide receiver Mike Williams is going to re-sign with I almost said San Diego, but the Los Angeles Chargers. 3 years, $60 million. So pretty It's $20 million a year. So solid contract for him for sure. Honestly, he's one of the better receivers that was going to be on the market this year. So he had a pretty solid year. He started off really good, kind of tailed off at the end. So I don't know if there's something there, but I think it's good bringing him back with Justin Herbert. Got to have weapons for the young quarterback. And, I was just going to say with these moves, Davante Adams, Chris Godwin, Mike Williams now off the board, for potential free agent pickups. The free agent receivers is looking kind of not that good, at least at the top. I think there's, some solid guys, that could potentially be wide receiver 2s and wide receiver 3s down the line here. But the top of the class now, according to Pro Football Network, Odell Beckham Jr., obviously he's coming off the injury in the Super Bowl, even though he was playing pretty good before that. Michael Gallup from the Cowboys, he's also coming off an injury last year. Allen Robinson from the Bears. I don't know why it says Bills here. But from the Bears, Allen Robinson, another guy I shouldn't say another guy because he, on this list, he just had a terrible season. No way around it. Christian Kirk for the Arizona Cardinals. It's kind of interesting. He's younger, I would say, than those other guys. And, he's always had good receivers and a lot of competition for targets in Arizona. So, maybe he could be solid, but, if these are the top guys, they have number 5, Juju Smith-Schuster. He was a free agent last year. It didn't seem like anybody really wanted to give him any money like that last year. Didn't really have, the greatest season this year. Granted, Big Ben didn't look so good. But, these are the top guys. Obviously, Amari Cooper's not on this list. I reported, I didn't report it. I'm just, saying what some other people had reported yesterday that Amari Cooper was going to be cut by the Cowboys. So we're expecting that to happen. I think Amari Cooper immediately becomes a top receiver in the free agent class. So I could see him getting a Mike Williams type deal with these $20 million, kind of like the one he was already on. So we'll see. We'll see. I think Amari Cooper still would be the best person out of all those people on the list. So, you guys can let me know. I would say Odell Beckham, but just coming off another injury, it's risky. I think he should head back to LA or anywhere he goes. I don't know. I wouldn't say, for his sake, I would take a longer term deal, but I don't know. That's a tough one for Odell. But, yeah. Other than that, I didn't want to stay too long tonight. Just wanted to go over this NFL stuff real quick. Just other stuff that I had heard. Panthers are listening to offers for Christian McCaffrey. Apparently they want at least a first round pick, whatever that means. So we could see McCaffrey on the move. Obviously he's battled injury, but he's been one of the best running backs in the league, especially for fantasy football. But obviously if you're good in fantasy, that means that you're putting up stats and yards and running and catching and doing well on the field, usually at least. So we'll see what happens with Christian McCaffrey. I really don't think anyone's going to trade, first round pick, plus anything else like that for a running back who's been injured. Some questions about if he could be, an every down back just from a durability standpoint. So yeah, there's that. This is actually a Christmas song. I'm going to turn this one off real quick for this last little piece of news here. Just the Cowboys real quick. Restructuring Dak Prescott's deal and Zach Martin, creating some more cap space. I talked about Amari Cooper a little bit earlier in this episode and a lot last episode, but he's probably going to be released by the Cowboys. That's, according to all reports. And I didn't say yesterday, it just completely slipped my mind, but DeMarcus Lawrence was asked to take a pay cut and he declined. So we'll see what happens there. He might get cut. He's not the best pass rusher like a TJ Watt or anything like that, or these guys getting 15, 20 sacks and big numbers, but he graded out one of the best run stoppers in the league. Obviously, he was anchoring one of the best defenses in the league. As much as that hurts for me to say, and it's weird for me to say for the Cowboys, but they did really have a good defense, and he was a big part of it. So they might lose him and Amari Cooper. Obviously, they're restructuring some deals, moving money around, so we'll see what happens. But I mean, I'm all here. I'm here for it. Let's get some talent up off the Cowboys. We'll take it. But other than that, I'm probably gonna head out on that note. Russell Westbrook, I did want to talk about him, but I'm gonna save that for next time. Unless some crazy stuff happens in between that I have to talk about. But yeah, Russell Westbrook's wife kind of getting mad because people were calling them Westbrick, so I thought that was funny. We'll see. I'll get my thoughts on that next time. If you made it this far, you might as well hit that subscribe button. But ooh, losing it. Yeah, help your boy out though. Like this video. Share it. If you will. Other than that, I'm out of here. You guys keep nerding it up. I'll be back on Thursday. Peace. Weird outro. Weird outro. I'm still on till day. Opportunity knocking.